Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Friday, September 7th. Well, a couple of topics to talk about. First of all, the tropics remain very active. A couple of hurricanes still exist out over the Atlantic, Leslie and Michael, and we'll talk about those shortly. And meanwhile, a strong cold front is sweeping across the nation, ushering in a true taste of fall in most locations, and that'll hit the East Coast late tomorrow night, that frontal system, with some showers and strong thunderstorms, and that'll pave the way for a taste of autumn here in the Mid-Atlantic region on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Well, let's first take a look at the tropical situation. This is the current infrared satellite image. First of all, here are the remains of the son of Isaac. The remnants of the tail end of Isaac kind of dropped to the south towards the Gulf of Mexico and moved out over the open Gulf waters. It does not look like it'll develop into another tropical storm, but it will spread some heavy showers and thunderstorms as it moves across the state of Florida over the next 24 hours or so. Meanwhile, Hurricane Leslie continues as a Category 1, a minimal hurricane right here, and this little dot right here represents the island of Bermuda, and looks like this weekend it will be impacted by Leslie. However, the center of Leslie looks like it'll go just to the east of Bermuda this weekend, on its way to the north, and eventually looks like it'll have a hit on the Atlantic province of Newfoundland. Meanwhile, Michael continues as a little stronger hurricane, but smaller than Leslie. This is a Category 2 this morning. It was a Category 3 hurricane yesterday, and that will continue also in a general northward direction and actually move just to the east of Newfoundland by early next week. So still a lot going on, and up and down the east coast right now there are some rip currents as a result of this large and slow moving Hurricane Leslie that still spins right out there just to the south and east of Bermuda. Here's a color enhanced infrared image loop of the hurricanes out over the Atlantic. Leslie over here, and the island of Bermuda right about here, and meanwhile Michael over here with a better defined eye compared to Leslie. Leslie again right now is Category 1, whereas Michael has weakened from a 3 to a 2 overnight, and both will generally move to the north over the next 24 to 48 hours, in fact right into the early part of next week, ending up not too far from Newfoundland in the Atlantic Canadian Eastern Province area. Meanwhile, one of the interesting things about Leslie is it really has inhibited itself from intensifying because of its extremely slow movement. In fact, the latest official measurement has it nearly stationary. And again, we talked about this yesterday, it is churning up the colder waters underneath it. Upwelling occurs whenever a hurricane of this magnitude moves over the water. It'll churn up colder waters from underneath and rise up to the surface, and that is actually inhibiting the intensification possibilities for this right now, as it is sitting on increasingly chilly surface waters here as it continues to spin around. As a strong cold front plows towards the east coast, that'll start to accelerate both of these. As that upper level trough moves to the east coast, it'll accelerate to the north over the next few days. Well, let's now get back home and take a look at the conventional U.S. surface map for the other main topic of the day, and that is a strong cold front is sweeping across the nation. Here it is right now in the middle part of the country, ushering in some much cooler air into the Pacific Northwest and the northern plains. Colorado today will struggle to reach 70 degrees, which is much cooler than they've been over the last few days and the last several weeks for that matter. This will continue to move to the east. There will be some strong showers and thunderstorms today over the Ohio Valley associated with this frontal system, and then right along the east coast later tomorrow as that strong front plows to the east coast. By Sunday, the entire nation east of the Continental Divide will be quite cool, including the Mid-Atlantic region, and we'll have a true taste of fall on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Here's a 24-hour temperature change map from the Penn State eWall site, just to show what kind of an impact this cold frontal passage is having. Out here in the eastern part of Montana, western North Dakota, all the way through Wyoming, temperatures are much cooler, as much as 20 degrees cooler this morning as compared to yesterday morning, as that front, which is situated right about here, continues to move to the east. A little bit of warming ahead of the frontal system here in the the upper part of the Midwest, and that'll change dramatically over the next 12 hours or so as that front plows through. Much cooler air will move into portions of the upper part of the Midwest, and again, this front will make it all the way to the East Coast by the time Sunday rolls around, and the taste of autumn will move all the way to the East Coast with it. Well, NOAA's Storm Prediction Center out in Norman, Oklahoma has forecasted a slight chance of severe thunderstorms today out over the Ohio Valley associated with that strong frontal system. Correctly so. It does have quite a potent upper level system associated with it, and by tomorrow that upper level system moves to the East Coast, and late in the day tomorrow evening, that possible threat for scattered strong thunderstorms or severe thunderstorms will shift to the East Coast along with that frontal system. This one computer map I'd like to show is from the last night's 0Z NAM model run for Sunday morning, and it shows the upper levels, a 500 millibar map for Sunday morning. And the main thing I want to point out, first of all, a deep upper level trough, and that again is reason enough to expect the possibility of strong to severe thunderstorms with that frontal passage. And all in all, this looks like a rather fall-like pattern, and indeed it will be for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, with cool air plowing into the middle part of the country all the way to the East Coast associated with this deep upper level trough. And we talked about this a few days ago, how this upper level trough will help to force Leslie to accelerate and move to the north. As this continues to move to the east, Leslie will continue to be forced to move up to the north, right towards the Atlantic province of Newfoundland by early next week. So lots of changes, a true taste of fall for the Mid-Atlantic region by Sunday. Meanwhile, the tropics remain active, and they look like they'll continue to be active for the next couple of weeks. That's it for now. For the SIweather.com, I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.